What's up, Fragrant World, and welcome back to another Stay Fresh production. My name is JC. On this channel, we talk about everything fragrance related, and if you like that kind of content, then please consider subscribing. Come back to the channel. Would love to have you back for more videos just like this one. Make sure you hit the like button so that YouTube and I both know that you like this kind of content. And while you're subscribing, hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Today we're talking about a fairly controversial topic. It's one that I have evolving feelings about. We're talking about inexpensive alternatives. There are other names to that, clones being the most prominent. So, my all in out feeling about clones, so to speak, I'm not crazy about it. They're not my go-to, they're not my preferred method of smelling good. I do appreciate the value that they offer. You can get a great smelling fragrance that smells like something you otherwise could not afford for much less money. And that's great because not all of us are out here trying to spend hundreds of dollars on one bottle. So I did want to comment. That was FedEx dropping off another fragrance. I'm sure you'll see it on the channel soon. I don't know what it is, but anyway, wanted to come at you with a short little list of fragrances that you can choose from if you're looking to smell great on a bit of a budget, and you're looking to smell like fragrances that, fetch a higher price point or maybe pretty popular, but you just don't want to spend the coin for them. Now, admittedly, I think maybe one of these fragrances is only marginally cheaper than its alternative, but in my opinion, it does provide some great benefits for that small margin. So let's dive right in. The first one up, this fragrance was sent to me by the company, and this is one that you've probably been seeing making the rounds here on YouTube, and this is Dossier. This is their presentation, and Dossier, they specifically make clones. That is what they do of popular designer and niche fragrances, and they are exceptionally priced, and it's actually pretty cool because you get a lot for what you pay for. Now, the box is just cardboard, nothing special there. Opens up like so. Real pretty inside, and you can see what they offer here, what they're claiming. Made in France, cruelty-free, all that stuff, good stuff. Comes with this little thank you card. So this is their Oriental Woody 8, and it is an inspired expression of Santal 33 from Le Labo. Now, I have to admit, I've only smelled Le Labo's Santal 33 once, maybe twice in store, and I actually didn't really like it. But this one I like, which would make me think maybe I'll like Santal 33 because it's been a couple years since I smelled it. But from what I remember, I tried it on my skin and I was like, I didn't care for it. Kind of smelled like a hamster cage in a weird way. But this is different. There's something about it that is not exactly the same, but at least for my taste, this is in its favor. So here, let me show you what you get in the box here. Just two items. You have the bottle and you have the sample. Now, this sample is monumental. The way this works, you get a sample of every fragrance that you purchase, which is cool. You can try the sample first before you even spray the bottle. Don't even touch the bottle. Spray the sample on your skin. Test this out. This is like a solid maybe 2 or 3 milliliters here. You finish this up, you see if you like it. If you do, then obviously you've already paid for the bottle. You can keep it and wear it. If you don't, you can send the bottle back. You get a full refund. That is a really cool system. I haven't really seen that anywhere else. So really thoughtful of them to do this. Let me show you the bottle here. Very simple kind of stock design. In fact, it has a Le Labo aesthetic. If you've seen their bottles, very kind of basic. But what I do like, it does have a magnetic cap. Not the strongest magnet, but that's a thoughtful touch. The sprayer is decent. I'm gonna spray some here on a blotter so you can see. It is a decent mist. It puts out a fair amount of atomized juice, and I like this. Again, I don't know if I like Santal 33. I have to try it again, but this I do like. This is actually my scent of the day. Very woody, sandalwood based, dry and woody. It does have a smoothness to it, almost creamy, but not really. And it's not even really that sweet at all. It's a dry, woody fragrance, mostly sandalwood, pretty authentic, and I think it's great for what you pay for. They sent me 2 of these. The other one they sent me actually was I have it here, same presentation, and this is their rendition of Tom Ford Oud Wood. And I have to say, I did try this side by side with my decant of Oud Wood. This one they call Oriental Woody 5. I did try this side by side with my decant. It's very close. I do prefer Oud Wood because it is a little bit sweeter, a little bit richer, and the dry down is much smoother. Now this one, when you first spray it on, it is unmistakably Oud Wood for sure, but it's not quite as sweet. You would only really know that if you put them side by side though. Outside of that, as it dries, there is a quality to it that I don't prefer. It's almost like this kind of almost plasticky nature and somewhere in the background, but you only really detect it if you're smelling it right up close. And as I've talked about many times, that's not how we experience fragrance in the real world. So in the air, it smells absolutely wonderful. It smells like Oud Wood, so people would be hard pressed to tell the difference when they smell it in the air around you. Really pleasant. And the greatest thing about this, these are 50 milliliter bottles. They have designer and niche fragrances, as I said. The niche clones are gonna be $39. The designer clones are $29. So very modest price point, definitely worth looking into. Use the coupon code JC10 at the link down below to get yourself 10% off a fragrance from Dossier. Okay, here at the number 4 spot, I talked about this fragrance several months ago. Haven't talked about it since on the channel, but it is one that I have enjoyed, especially more so than I did when I first smelled it. There's Penny. This is called Hero. This comes from Pete and Pedro from YouTube sensation Aaron Marino, known as Alpha M. And this is admittedly their inspired take on Acqua di Gio from Armani. It is basically just that, but they did take some differences with it. It is a little bit richer, especially with the patchouli note. It's a little bit more woody and it's a little bit spicier, and it's just in general stronger. It is an eau de parfum. This is going to last you at least a good 7 hours, which is great for an aquatic scent. As I've said in the past, I don't love the way this opens up. There's a chemical in here that for the first 5 minutes or so, it just smells almost like a candy, like a weird Tootsie Roll, but I haven't heard anyone else say that. Maybe it's just me. But when it dries, it gets really charming, and it gets smoother. The quality actually comes out to shine. Not a bad scent. $49 for this. It's gonna last longer, it's gonna have a richer smell, but it's gonna give you that same scent profile if you like Acqua di Gio but want something deeper, but without going to the realm of the Profumo version of that, because that is more expensive than this as well. This is one to check out, links in the description. Okay, next up is from a house that I have talked about a couple times recently. I am digging their stuff. It is very simple, but it's well put together, and it is beast mode. 50% fragrance oil concentration. From the house of Authenticity, this is Urban King. Now, Authenticity is not setting out to create clones. That is not their purpose, but some of the scent profiles will remind you of some designer fragrances that you've smelled before. This one in particular, it took me a couple wearings to figure out what it reminded me of, but it smelled so familiar until the other day I was wearing it. And at least to my nose, this reminds me of Bleu de Chanel, specifically the eau de parfum. It's not a clone of that. I couldn't even call it 90% similar, but it is in that ballpark. It's the best way I could describe this to give you an idea. Just imagine a beast mode Bleu de Chanel, but a little bit different. It is sweet, it's very fresh and aromatic, almost aquatic, kind of blue smelling, but it does have a smoothness to it. It's a little bit woody. It's nice. It's really nice, and it's great again for a fresh scent that's gonna last a very long time. We're talking a good 12 hours on the skin, and I think you can get these for under 50 bucks if I'm not mistaken. for 60 milliliters. So check out the link down in the description to check out Urban King. Up next is a house I have not talked about in a long time, from the house of Alexandria Fragrances. This is Highlands, and this is a clone of Creed Bois de Portugal, and that is a very classy, classic fragrance. It's an aromatic fougere, kind of a barbershop style, but it is quite, some might say, dated. Really carries that feel of kind of an older world kind of fragrance, and this captures that pretty dang well. It doesn't have quite the same depth as the Creed, but on the surface, the scent profile is very much the same. It is a very fresh, I think there's bergamot in here. It is a little spicy, kind of creamy, and very woody. And again, it has a little bit of this almost animalic nature to it. Really beautiful scent. If you like these kinds of fragrances, you can get this around 40 bucks for 30 mil, which is a little pricey for the size, but at the end of the day, you're spending $40. And if you have more than 10 fragrances, you're not going to finish this anytime soon, I'm sure. So this is one worth checking out if you like these kinds of fragrances. If you like the Creed Bois de Portugal, this is immensely cheaper. So link will be down in the description to check this one out as well. That is Highlands. And the last one up here, from the house of Haramain, this is from the portfolio collection, Royale Stallion. I've talked about this before. This is a direct clone of Pegasus from Parfum de Marly. And in my opinion, this at least nails it 100%, if not a little bit better. It is that fresh, almondy, vanillic, metallic, sweet, almost creamy, milky kind of scent. And it is so strong. This stuff is beast mode. You're gonna get 12 plus hours out of this. And at least for me, like I said, 1-to-1 to Pegasus, basically spot on. I love this beautiful bottle. You really get a lot for what you pay for here. That's why this is #1. Heavy glass, beautiful metal cap with the beautiful details. I just love the hue of this and the way that it shines in the light, the metallic plate. I mean, you're getting a lot here. Even the box, the packaging, all that is really great for when you can find this discounted. It does sell out very quickly, so it can be hard to find. I'll see if I can get some links down below that will take you to check this one out. Perfect for the upcoming fall season. That is Royale Stallion from Haramain. Now I want to know, what are your favorite cheaper alternatives that, you know, either clone or are inspired by or just coincidentally related to other fragrances? I would love to know what you're reaching for that doesn't break the bank. So let everybody else know in the comments too, so we can put each other on. You know, that's what this is for. We help each other out. If you like the video, then please like the video. Really appreciate it. If you want to continue to support me as a content creator to keep making content like this with passion and love and fun, then please check out my Patreon. There will be a link down below. Everything you need to know is down there. Please check that out when you can. And please subscribe. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you're still here and you haven't subscribed yet, I'm not sure why. You may not even be sure why, but I'm sure you know how easy it is to do, and it costs you nothing. So please consider doing so. Really appreciate you tuning in. Peace. I'll see you in the next one.